Hello guys, today we're going to be going over all of the 1.20 Trails and Tales update features coming to Minecraft Bedrock Edition. So let's go ahead and get started. As you can see, I've made this amazing world to demonstrate many of the features. The first feature we have is hanging signs. So, I'm even using hanging signs in our display for the features. Here is oak, spruce, birch, jungle, acacia, dark oak, mangrove, cherry, bamboo, crimson, and warped. So these are all of our hanging sign variants. Alright, so let's move on to the next feature, which is feature number 2, a brand new biome, the cherry grove. So we have cherry groves that can spawn naturally, and if I jump on top of this tree, you get a good glimpse of what the cherry grove really looks like. They spawn in mountains, so they're about as common as, say, a meadow biome is. So they're not too tricky to come across, and they are beautiful when you find them. Feature number 3 is the cherry trees and planks. So these are what the cherry trees look like. As you can see, they make this sound when you hit them. And this is our cherry stuff. So this is our cherry button, as well as our cherry door. So these are what they sound like. I have the different cherry signs on display here as well. So if we go through, we'll be able to hear what the pressure plate sounds like. Here is our cherry fence gate. Here's our trapdoor. These are our boats. And I'm going to go ahead and open this chest to show you all of the cherry tree and log and plank variant things, right? So here are all of them: planks, fence gate, stairs, door, trapdoor, slab, log, stripped log, wood, stripped wood, leaves, sapling, sign, hanging sign, boat with chest, button, pressure plate, and then pink petals. So those are all of our cherry tree related things. Okay, moving on to our next feature, we now have bamboo mosaic and planks. So bamboo mosaic is this striped, like kind of sideways pattern, and then bamboo planks look kind of like that. They sound like this when you punch them. So pretty much what you'd expect. They all sound about the same. Here's a display of the sign and the hanging sign. And there's our door and button sounds. There's our pressure plate. Here's our trapdoor. There's our sign. Here's our trapdoor. This is a fence gate, not a trapdoor. Here's our bamboo rafts. So instead of having boats, bamboo things have rafts. So you can see if I open this, it says raft with chest. So if I go ahead and look in here, here's all of our bamboo things that we have: planks, mosaic, fence gate, stairs, mosaic stairs, door, trapdoor, slab, mosaic slab, block, stripped block, sign, hanging sign, raft with chest, button, pressure plate. So these are all of our bamboo items that have to do with, specifically, that come from the block of bamboo. The block of bamboo can then be used to make all of these items. So let's go ahead and move on to our next feature, which is feature number 5, chiseled bookshelves. So chiseled bookshelves are really cool because they can store normal books in any pattern you want. So you can see, I just put them in that pattern, but they can also store enchanted books in any order you wish. I've just used mending. You can hear that they make a neat little sound when I put them in. Pretty cool. And then here's our written books. Books and quill, as well as written books, which the written book can contain anything you want. I didn't put anything in there, but this is a good example. So yeah. And another thing that's cool about chiseled bookshelves is the fact that you can use it to hide things. So as you can see, if I take this book out, it'll open up a secret passageway that I've made using comparators. So if I go ahead and show you, it's actually quite simple. So inside of this, I've used comparators. I've used a comparator to just activate these pistons when it reaches a certain signal strength. It's actually a really simple mechanism. Let's go down here into the next area. So here we are in our next area. Now it is a bit out of the world, so it's a bit laggy when I walk, but I can still showcase the features here. So feature number 6, which is coming to the Bedrock Edition, is lower crouching. This has been a thing that Java players have had for a while, but we are now finally getting it on the Bedrock Edition. So you can see this slab preventing me from going under, but if I crouch, I can actually go underneath it perfectly fine. Now, if I try uncrouching, let me go ahead and make sure you guys hear it. I have just clicked the button to uncrouch, but it won't uncrouch me until I get out. Alright, feature number 7 is archaeology. This one has been long anticipated. So you grab a brush, and you just brush away at suspicious gravel and suspicious sand. I will note that this suspicious gravel was placed by me. So as you can see, when I scrub away at it, it's not going to give me anything, because only naturally placed suspicious sand and gravel will give you items. The cool thing is, though, I actually made sure that this suspicious sand was naturally placed. This is actual suspicious sand. So if I mine at it, or if I dig at it, you can see an item starting to come out, and it gave me an emerald. Let's see what this one gives me. It looks like another emerald. It's an emerald. And if I let go, as you can see, it will begin to go back down. So you have to hold down on the dig button for it to continue. But if you hold down long enough, you'll get the item. Now let's see if we can get a shard from this one. And it looks like we are not going to get a shard. We got a diamond. So archaeology can give you some pretty cool things. Now, some of the things it can give you are ceramic shards. So you can use these ceramic shards in any order you want to make a pot of any order you want. Let me get off that tab. As you can see, I have just made myself a decorated pot. When I place it down, I placed it in the light block. So now it's dark in here. Ignore that. I did not mean to place it in the light block. But anyhow, as you can see, it is now a decorated pot. So one of the cool things about this is that you don't need 4 ceramic shards. You can actually use bricks as a placeholder, and you can make an entire pot out of bricks. In fact, don't know why you'd want to, but you totally can. So as you can see, this decorated pot only has 2 of the sides. And then over here I have a display of a pot that doesn't have anything on it, just made of bricks. Of course, if you break them, they're gone. You have to make sure you're careful with them, because if they're broken, yeah. And also when you dig at suspicious sand, it just becomes normal sand, which for some reason, oh, well yeah, because I have tile drops on. Or off. But it just becomes normal gravel and normal sand. And if you break suspicious sand or gravel, it will not give you the items. Do not break it. Make sure you dig it. So let's move on to our next feature, which the next feature is feature number 8, the sniffer and the camel. So the camel can actually be ridden, and it will give you high ground against something like a zombie. A zombie will not actually be able to hit you if you are riding a camel. You can also use the camel to dash over things. And then the sniffer can be used to dig up seeds. Those seeds can become torch flowers. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on tile drops here to showcase this. But if I go into this chest and I grab myself my torch flower seeds and I place it down, after a bit of growing, which the tick speed has been turned up, so it's going to grow super fast in this example. It actually takes a while. But after some growing, you'll get a fully grown torch flower. You can then place it on grass as well as farmland. I believe you can place it on farmland. Yeah. But it will become a fully grown one, which then you can use anywhere in your world. And you can even put it in a flower pot if you so want to. This is pretty cool. And this one isn't growing for some reason. But if you mine it before it's grown, it'll just become torchflower seeds. So let's move on to our final feature, and probably the greatest feature of all of them. Armor trims. So armor trimming, I have used diamond with the netherite trim as an example, specifically for consistency, because this one technically can only be diamond with netherite on it. So here are all of our trims. I will go over all of them. So the netherite upgrade, you will now need a netherite upgrade to be able to turn diamond into netherite. If you do not have one, you cannot convert diamond to netherite. You can't. It will not let you. So you have to have a netherite upgrade. And it will be found in the Bastion Remnant. So you can see. The Sentry Armor Trim looks like this, and it's found in Pillager Outposts. Which I will actually show you this one as an example. The Shipwreck gives you the coast. Jungle Temple gives you a wild. Ancient City gives you ward. Stronghold gives you eye. Mansion gives you vex. The Woodland Mansion, by the way. Ocean Monuments give you tide. Bastion Remnants can also give you snout along with the netherite upgrade. Nether Fortresses can give you the rib armor trim. And in cities can give you the spire armor trim. So I'm now going to show you what it looks like to actually craft with these. So as you can see, I have all of these different resources. I've decided that I want to make a full set of diamond armor. And I also want to make some more netherite upgrades. Here's the cool thing. If you take your smithing template, you put a block associated with it, and then you encase it in diamonds, you can actually duplicate it. And I'm going to go ahead and do this 2 more times. Oh, but would you look at that? I'm a diamond short. Looks like I'll have to find another one. But for now, I'll go ahead and trim my diamond armor. So if you go into your smithing table, you'll see that I did not give myself netherite ingots. Give me a second. Okay, guys, so I'm back. I've given myself the netherite. So as you can see, I can now upgrade it, but I need to use a netherite upgrade. If I tried to do it without it, it will not give me anything. You do have to have a netherite upgrade and an ingot to upgrade. So now, I'm going to go ahead and start trimming before I go down and get more. I'm going to go ahead and say, I don't know. Let's go ahead and put the eye armor trim on my chest plate. And let's put amethyst. Let's go ahead and put copper. And let's put vex on my boots. Or my leggings, sorry. But look at that. I need more diamonds to get another netherite upgrade. And I need 2 more armor trims. Well, if I go down to here, I've gone ahead and sneakily given myself enough resources. But, as you can see, in the bottom of this desert temple, in this chest, there's actually naturally spawning dune armor trims, as well as the diamond I need. So these are naturally spawning. I did not plant the dune armor trims here. All I did was put this ladder and the pickaxe so that I can actually get down there. But these dune armor trims actually naturally spawn there. So now, I have enough resources. Oh shoot, I used up all my netherite upgrades. Give me a second. Oh wait, actually, yeah, I accidentally used up my netherite upgrades. So, I forgot that I can't make another one. So we're just gonna use this one, pretend that didn't happen. Anyhow, if I go ahead and do this, now, I can go ahead and trim these with dune. And now, as you can see, I now have fully trimmed my armor. And now look at me. Inconsistent, because I used a bunch of different armor trims. But, you can see, this is a very pleasant example of the different trims you can do.